I just wanted to take a second to respond to this comment. I understand there are a ton of organic matter and Humic fanboys out there. Totally get it. Here's the reality of the situation. No, it does not take foo-foo in order to grow unnaturally great looking grass. Look at golf courses all across America, and so many of them do it with just the absolute bare necessities of water and NPK fertilizer grown on pure sand, a sterile growing media. Then we'll also take into account that you have to remember that the three of us, between Ray, Ryan, and myself, have grown tens of thousands of acres of high quality grass using both that way and conventional ways. It requires a greater degree of skill to do it without that, because you are put in 100% total control. Remember, between the three of us, we have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on these products and use them in every which way imaginable across the 70+ years experience combined we have in this industry. So if you want total control, because again, we are growing grass in an unnatural way, you require a greater degree of skill to do it this way. Because when you leave it to nature to make the decisions for you, nature doesn't always make the best decisions for you. You, as the turf manager, make the best decisions in order to combat what nature wants to throw at you, which could be disease, which could be drought stress, all the other environmental factors that go into it. That's why we have cultural practices, right? Because it is our ability to at least use nature to our advantage when we can. Because at the end of the day, nature's always going to win. We're just along for the ride, and we're trying to make grass look as good as possible. Now, all of that to say is that yes, it can be done cheaper, faster with conventional inputs. It is easier to go the route of organic matter, and it doesn't make it wrong. However, if you think you need to spend that money, because we're talking about rates that aren't established, that aren't consistent across the entire United States, across the entire world, across even published publications, then it's a fool's errand, because you are going to have to put in the time to figure out what is going to work for your specific growing conditions. And if you're a business owner, what makes that even more difficult is the fact that that may vary between neighborhood to neighborhood. So please spare me this idea that your grass looks like shit, their grass looks great, therefore you don't know what you're talking about. Because I promise you, again, across the 70+ years experience, what you see on YouTube in a 9-minute video is not the real world. There is a real world out there. I highly recommend you actually go touch grass and ask questions, rather than just relying on whoever is spouting off information to you on YouTube, ourselves included. Have a good one.